Origo News.
Venezuela starts freeing certain political prisoners. On January 8, 2026, the Venezuelan government initiated the release of certain individuals detained for political reasons. The move, announced by Jorge Rodriguez, Speaker of the Assembly, is described as a unilateral step by the authorities aimed at promoting national unity and peaceful coexistence. Rodriguez emphasized that the decision was made independently by the Venezuelan government, without any negotiations or external influence, and that the release process was actively underway at the time of the announcement. Details of the release. The government statement indicated that the release would encompass both Venezuelan nationals and foreign detainees held for political activities. However, the precise number of individuals freed has not been confirmed. The official communication left the tally ambiguous, providing only that the measure would impact a range of political prisoners, though specifics regarding identities or groups affected were not disclosed. Political context. The announcement follows a major shift in Venezuela's political landscape, particularly after the removal of Nicolás Maduro from power by U.S. forces, an event that has significantly altered the country's governance and international relations. Observers note that this change has created new pressures and opportunities for the government in Caracas, influencing decisions. International and domestic factors. International dynamics played a subtle role in this development. Reports indicate that behind-the-scenes diplomatic efforts, including the involvement of foreign governments and envoys, contributed. Acknowledgments were made to leaders and representatives from Spain, Brazil, and Qatar for their indirect roles in facilitating dialogue and easing tensions. Domestically, Venezuela faces ongoing criticism from human rights organizations regarding the detention of political figures. Civil society estimates suggest that prior to the announcement, there were approximately 820 political prisoners, with some sources indicating numbers exceeding 1,000 when including arrests following the contested 2024 election. The government has been accused of targeting opposition figures, often labeling them as traitors and keeping them in confinement amid the broader power struggle. Implications and reactions. Experts and observers interpret the release as a potential signal that the new leadership may be attempting to address both internal demands and external pressures to reduce political repression. The move is seen as part of a delicate strategy to repair diplomatic relations with the United States and other international actors while responding to domestic calls for justice and freedom for those previously silenced. Despite official statements, uncertainty remains about the scope and impact of the releases. Reports highlight that the process appears selective, leaving questions about whether prominent opposition figures or lesser-known detainees are being freed. Human rights groups are advocating for transparency, insisting that the government's actions should be subject to public scrutiny to ensure consistency with its stated intentions. The broader consequences of these releases on Venezuela's political environment, judicial system, and transitional governance are yet to be fully understood. Analysts suggest that while the announcement marks a significant step in addressing political detention, it is only an initial measure in a complex and ongoing process of national reconciliation and institutional reform.
Origo News.